ሰላም ውድ የጎፈሬላት ቤተሰቦች እንዴት ናችሁ? እንኳን ቻናል ለሰላም መጣችሁ። ዛሬ ቪዲዮአችን ዲዛይናቸው ወጣ ያለ ያልተለመዱ ቤቶችን ቪዲዮ ሪአክት እናደርጋለን። የትም እንዳትሄዱ አብራችሁ ቆዩ።
Down house of Trondheim, Germany. The first house we'll be taking a look at is the upside-down house of Trondheim, a house built in the seaside resort of
upside down. One ቤታችሁ ሪቨርስ የሆነ ቤት ማለት የምታዩት ነገር በሙሉ ተገልብጦ እስቲ ጠረጴዛችሁ ከታች ሆኖ ከላይ ሆኖ ስፖት ላይታችሁ እና እዚህ ጋር የምታበሩት ነገሮች በሙሉ ተገልብጦ አስባችሁታል?
Trondheim, on the Pomeranian island of Usedom in 2008. The upside-down house is the first bottom-up house to be built in Germany. As part of a project, they tagged Die Welt steht Kopf, which means the upside-down world. Polish architects Claudius Golos and Sebastian Mikiuk designed this topsy-turvy house with the aim of giving visitors a different view of everyday things. The only thing not flipped on its head are the exterior stairs that lead to the attic, or should we say the ground floor entrance, realistically speaking. Along the outside walls of the inverted ground floor are an upside-down bench, wheelbarrow, and a bicycle. On getting inside, things get really strange. Sofas, kitchen furniture, paintings, and potted plants are all inverted in this upside-down world, hanging above you as you are standing on the ceiling. In the bathroom, you nearly expect water to come tumbling down from the upturned toilet. The curtains are also pinned in such a way as to make you think that gravity has gone and flipped you. Its facade gives an impression that the whole building somehow fell to earth and rested precariously on its roof. And inside, its 6% structural inclination further adds to its already befuddling nature. Once completed, the building was honored for becoming the first upside-down house built in Germany. The Carrot House. የሆነ ፊልም ነው የምታረጉት እርግጠኛ ነኝ የሆነ ራሳችሁ እንደተከራበታችሁ ነው ሶፋው ከላይ የነካችሁ እስቲ ጋር ከታች እንድትነኩት የነበሩ ነገሮች በሙሉ እንደዚህ የነካችሁ አሪፍ ነው Poland. Hailed as the world's slimmest house, this building is a product of design
ያለማችን በጣም ስሊም ወይም ትንሽ ጠባባና በጣም ትንሽ
Jakub Sheni's Quep. To ensure all urban spaces are used up. He then decided to squeeze his house in between two other buildings. The building is wedged inside a 4-foot crevice of two buildings, stretching over 30 feet long with a width of only 28 inches at its narrowest point, and just 4 feet wide at most. No other building in the world has the same height to width ratio as the Carrot House, earning it its recognition of the slimmest building in the world. 12. The Skateboard House, Malibu, California.
Skateboard ስኬት ነው ላይፍ ምናምን የምትሉ ከሆነ ቤታችሁ ውስጥ አሰርታችሁ ምናምን በቃ ይመቻችሁ።
This house has to be the ultimate dream for generations of skateboarders who would love to bring their practice into their home. The Pierre-Andre Senegherzi's PAS house, as it's originally called, is the project of a private residence built in Malibu, California. In this house, you'll be able to skate any areas and surfaces, indoor and outdoor.
ቤት ውጭ ማንኛውም ቦታ ላይ ሰው ቤታችሁ ውስጥ ሆናችሁ ስኬት ታደርጋላችሁ።
Pierre
ሳሎን ምናምን ሳይቀር ማለት ነው።
Andre
ለዚህ ፐርፐዝ ተብሎ የተዘጋጀ ቤት ነው። መኖሪያ ቤት ነው። ስኬት ትሬኒንግ ማድረጊያ ነው።
Senegherzi's PAS, a former world champion and pro skater and the founder of Ethiopia, is the client and designer.
ኮርስ መሆን አለበት። ሰው የራሱ የቤቱ ባለቤት ሻምፒዮን ነው በስኬትቦርድ ምናምን እንደዚህ።
The project. The PAS house is the first house designed to be entirely used for skateboarding as well as being a traditional
እና ደግሞ የመጀመሪያው ቤት ነው የስኬትቦርድ የመጀመሪያው በመኖሪያ ቤት ስታንዳርድ
dwelling. The house is divided into 3 separate spaces. The first one includes the living room, dining area, and kitchen. The second includes a bedroom and bathroom, and the third, a skateboard practice area. In this house, you'll be able to skate any areas and surfaces, indoor and outdoor. 11. The Steel House, Lubbock, Texas. In the Texan suburbia lies a giant, 4-legged UFO standing just across the street from rows of ordinary 2-story houses. Taking a closer look, the strange formation appears to resemble a multiple-story grand piano.
አስባችሁታል? ግን ቤታችሁ ሙሉ ብረት ቢሆን ማለት ይመስለኛል እንደዛ ነገር ግድንግድ ብረት የተሰራ ቤት ምናምን
Balancing on the hillside or maybe a massive cicada. In reality, this bizarre structure is actually someone's house, or at least it used to be. The steel abode is the labor of love of Robert Bruno, an unconventional sculptor who handcrafted it from 1973 until his death in 2008. Located on a ridge overlooking to get an incredible look of the Lake Ransom Canyon, Robert Bruno's steel
ሰው ግን የምር አንዳንድ ነገሮችን የሚመለከትበት መንገድ በጣም ይገርማል። የሆነ ብቻ ቤታችሁን ኖርማሊ እንደዚህ ቢውልድ ከምታደርጉ ወጣ ባለ ዲዛይን እና ብቻ አሪፍ በሚባል ነገር አዲስ ትኩረት ምናምን ብቻ ይሆናል። ምን ልበላችሁ አሪፍ ነገር እንደዚህ ቀየር አድርጋችሁ ነገሩን ለወጥ አድርጋችሁ ስትሞክሩት በቃ ደስ ይላል።
The house is made of
እኔም አንድ እንደዚህ ወጣ ያለ ቤት ቢኖረኝ ምናምን ከተለመደው ውጭ ደስ ይለኛል።
150 tons of blackened steel, each piece welded by hand, and was created with virtually no outside help. The interior is wooden, resembling the inside of a tree of love of Robert Bruno, an unconventional sculptor who handcrafted it from 1973 until his death in 2008. Located on a ridge overlooking to get an incredible look of the Lake Ransom Canyon, Robert Bruno's steel house is made of 150 tons of blackened steel, each piece welded by hand, and was created with virtually no outside help. The interior is wooden, resembling the inside of a tree trunk, and various of the windows are made of beautifully stained glass. To him, the house was more of a hobby than a project that needed to be completed. He was known to scrap months of work in a whim, and the lack of closure was no cause for concern. Today, over a decade after Bruno's death, the steel house is kept alive by Charles Hobbs, one of
እዚህ ቤት ብቻ ይሆናል የሚገርመው ነገር ሙሉ ነገር ብረት ነው ማለት በጣም ለዲጂታል ገመድ ብረት ነው። ግን እዚህ ይሆናል ኢማጂን የሆነ ኤሌክትሪክ ሾርት ቢያደርግ ኦር ሳምቲንግ እንደዚህ አይነት ነገሮች ብቻ አላ በቀላሉ ሊያዝ የሆነ ብቻ አንድ የተላጠ ኤሌክትሪክ ነው እንደዚህ ነገር ኮንታክት ቢያደርግ ሙሉ ቤቱ በሙሉ ለእንደዚህ አይነት ነገር ተጋላጭ ይመስለኛል። ብቻ የሆነ ከዲዛይኑ ጋር ጨምረው ምናምን እንደዚህ አይነት ነገሮችን ብቻ ሊቋቋሙ የሚችል ነገር ካላደረጉበት እንደዚህ አይነት ነገር ሊመጣሉ። እንደገና ደግሞ ከቀለም አንጻር ምናምን ደግሞ የተወሰነ ትንሽ ይጨንቃል ይመስለኛል። አክቹዋሊ ዝገት ያለው ብረት ምናምን ስለሆነ ብቻ ግንታቸው ይላል።
Bruno's neighbors, who doubles as the building's manager and tour guide. Although many have urged him to complete the house, it remains unchanged to honor Bruno's wishes. 10. House Na, Tokyo. you're a fan of having natural daylight in your house, this is the house for you. It's completely transparent, allowing a lot of sunlight but little privacy. The transparent house, as it is fondly called, is a house inspired by our ancestors who lived in trees and was designed by Fujimoto
እንዲህ ነው ከኖራችሁ ደግሞ ልጅ ምንድነው 2% እና ማለት ትንሽ ከአንዳንድ ክላሶች ውጭ ሙሉውን ትራንስፓረንት ነው ማለት 100% በቃ ብርሃን ያስገባል የሰው እይታ ምናምን እንደዚህ ያለ ማለት ዳይሬክት አስባችሁታል እንደዚህ መጋረጃ ምናምን እኮ ካልተጠቀማችሁ በቃ ተበላሽ ነው ውስጥ ላይ የሚሰሩት ነገሮች እያንዳንዱ ውጭ ላይ ቅልጭ ብሎ ይታያል
architects. The building is located in a quiet Tokyo neighborhood, measuring 914 square foot and was built to showcase the concept of living within a tree. It comprises of 21 individual floor plates, all situated at various heights to satisfy the owner's desire to live as nomads within their own home. The Japanese definitely have a thing for glass houses. Stonehouse, Portugal. Casa de
So ወደ ኋላ መመለስ ጀመረ ተላለ እንደዚህ አይነት ደስታ ሮቦሻና እንደዚህ ነገሮች ነበር ሶች የሰው ልጆች የሚኖሩ አሁን ደግሞ ጭራሽ ከትላልቅ ድንጋይና
Pinedo, meaning stone house or house of the rock in English, is an architectural monument located between Cerrico de Basto and Fafe in northern Portugal. It was given that name because it was built from 4 large boulders that serve as the foundation, walls, and ceiling of the house. Its construction began in 1972. It lasted about 2 years until its completion in 1974. The engineer who built the Casa de Pinedo hailed from Guimarães. The residence was initially used by the owners as a holiday destination. Today, Casa de Pinedo is a small museum of relics and photographs from Pinedo's history. The building is situated near a wind electricity farm. Although there is no electricity inside the house itself, due to its unusual design and integration into the surrounding nature, the building has become a growing tourist attraction. The Egg House, China. Inspired by an architectural project called City's Egg in an exhibition he attended in Shanghai, young newly graduated architect Dai Hafai began to construct livable, portable tiny homes that could be wheeled and parked in the empty space right outside of the workspace. These living pods were solutions to unaffordable houses in China.
የሀገር ውስጥ በተለይ በኢንጂነሪንግ ምናምን እንደዚህ አይነት ነገሮች ላይ ተመርቀህ ስራ ማጣት አዲስ ነገር አይደለም እና ልክ እንደዚህ በተማራችሁበት ሙያ ለምሳሌ ኢንጂነሪንግ ተምረህ የራስህን አሁን ቤት ቀለል ያለች አሪፍ ዲዛይን ነው በእንቁላል ሼፕ ሆነ በሌላ ብቻ የሆነ የራስህን የሆነ ዩኒክ የሆነ ነገር ፈጥረህ ደስ ይላል።
The house only features a bed, lamp, and a water tank inside. But this budget travel shelter is enough for someone trying to save up and gather together a living. It might not be the warmest place to live. Seed sacks on the exterior slowly adds to the protection from weather and sound. Its burlap bags, layered over a waterproof membrane, provide essential rain protection.
waterproof ነው ቤቱ ኤሌክትሪክሲቲ ማለው
particularly as the root systems expand and help soak up and redirect water during more significant downfalls, while a small skylight plus solar panel brings in light and power.
solar panel ተጠቅማችሁ ላይት ምናምን ዘጭኑ ምን ትፈልጋላችሁ ከዚህ በኋላ አስባችሁ ታላልጋላችሁ ጠረጴዛ ምናምን እንደዚህ ነገር አላችሁ መብራት ነው ሁሉ ነገር ባንድ ጠበብ ባለች ነገር እሺ ካፕቺኖች ዛሬ ቪዲዮ የሚመስል ነበር ቪዲዮውን ከወደዳችሁት ላይክ ቻናሉን ሰብስክራይብ ማድረጋችሁን አትርሱ በሌላ ቪዲዮ እስክንገናኝ ድረስ ቻው እሺ ወዶች ዛሬ ቪዲዮ የሚመስል ነበር ቪዲዮውን ከወደዳችሁ ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ እሺ ካፕቺኖች ዛሬ ቪዲዮ የሚመስል ነበር ቪዲዮውን ከወደዳችሁ እንደዚህ አይነት ቪዲዮዎች እሺ ወዶች ዛሬ ቪዲዮ የሚመስል ነበር እሺ ካፕቺኖች ዛሬ እሺ ካፕቺኖች፣ የዛሬው ቪዲዮ